Here's one of our pseudotrophus Polit grout tanks. It's going to be a featured breeder tank once I sell the extra males, but here's one of the dominant males right now. Excuse the glare on the tank, I don't know why it's that bad, but this male right here is fired up right now. He's more of like a pale blue white in person, but these are very hard Mbuna to find right now, especially bigger ones at least. But we've never had these before. This is the first time we've been able to get our hands on them. We've been able to get 50 small ones at about 1.5 inches. They've grown about 1 inch since then. It's been about 2 months since I had them. The males are right around 3 inches right now. Females are like 2.5. I think I got a few females, so I'm about to go through there now and see if I can get some fry. This will be the first time I'll be checking for fry with them, but see there's some males fighting right there. Beautiful, beautiful fish. The males when they're smaller look a little weird. Like this is the first, like I said, this is the first time we've carried them. I had them in person, so we weren't fully knowing what to expect on how they'd look until they colored up. They look kind of similar to like a red top numbie when they're younger, but males, when I walk up, I'm standing a little far back. When I walk up, they're gonna color down a little bit. Get some good shots in them real quick before they color down. But uncolored or subdominant males look like this, so they kind of look like a different fish. They don't look pure, but when they get fired up, that's what they look like right there. Yeah, see that's another subdominant male. It's kind of weird, like some type of Johannii cross, but that's just how they look when they're young and subdominant. But let's see if I can spot some females holding. There's one right there. I know it's very hard to tell, but you see how her mouth in the bottom bulging out a little bit. Let's see what else. I think there's, oh, that one right there, definitely. Right there. You see her? Definitely holding. That one's definitely holding. But I got the buckets ready. I got this is my, like I said, again, first time going through these, and I've never gone through them before, so just in case, I've got the 132-inch mesh net. That way, if they decide to spit fry, they won't get through the net. So I don't know if these are gonna be spitters, like some other groups I have, so just to be on the safe side, I've got this, but I'm going to try to spot the female I want. I'll try to keep the camera focused on her, and then I'll see if I can scoop her out. So I got one right here. This one looks like she's gonna be ready too. There we go. I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. Just gonna move them down into this tank for a second just to see. So I think it was this one right here, this little one. Yep, she's definitely got to be ready. It's gonna be dark. The babies are gonna be dark, so you can't see them, but there's one sticking out right there. So she's definitely ready. But this is probably like a 2.5-inch female, maybe just under that. But there we go. I'm only expecting these to have maybe 5 to 10. If they got more than 10 at this size, I'll consider myself lucky. But if I can get 30 fry for this first time, I'll be happy. That's a good little batch to start with. When they're this small, it's really hard to get all the fry at once, so I don't bother trying to get them all. It's really easy to potentially hurt them at this size if you try to constantly squeeze the mouth. So I just do it until the majority of them come out, and then I just leave her be. This is probably their first or second time holding, so you don't want to stress them out too much. After this, they'll be a little more used to it. Let's see how many you got this time. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left, and then 5 on the right. So that's 9 for a first one, not bad. I think I got another one in here, or 2. Let's see. That one looks ready. Alright, I'm gonna need another bucket. Hopefully I got another one over here. I don't, so I will need to use another net for the females, because if you watch my videos in the past, you never want to put fully developed fry, newborn fry, with ones with egg sacs still. Although ones with egg sacs will get picked on by the fully developed ones. So we're gonna do them in two different buckets, and then they're gonna go in 2 different hang-ons. Alright, here we go. See, there we go. You can see the big egg sacs on them. And you can see the head, tail, and the spine on them. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you gotta realize these are very small fish. They're not gonna have many until they're bigger. Let's see what we got here. I see dark, so I think fully developed, but what I do in this case, when they're small and I can barely tell how far along the fry are, I'll just squeeze one out. So let's see if I can do it. There we go, one, and now it's fully developed. So now I can do the rest. I don't want to just squeeze like normal and have them all just shoot out, and then they end up being wigglers with big egg sacs, or to have to get the turkey baster and suck them out of here. So this way, if only one pops out, I can just easily scoop it up and put it in the other bucket. But she only had like 4 or 5. I think this one's holding too. It seems like I lucked out with that net. I thought I only had 4 holding, and I caught 4 with a net that all were holding fry. So stripping females is small with one hand is a little tricky. But they're also so small you can't even bother with your fingers, and you don't want to use a toothpick or something with ones this small and end up hurting them. So I just, like I said before, just gently do it. You're not going to get them all. It's impossible this size. Their mouth is so small. And the fry, even though these fish are going to get way bigger than this, and the fry aren't going to really change in size. So this size fry they're going to have the same size fry pretty much now as they would when they're 4 to 5 inches. So, but at 4 to 5 inches, their mouth is going to be way bigger, so the fry can easily come out compared to now. I usually don't even bother stripping fry from Mbuna this small, but since it's a new group, I'd like to at least have some fry just in case something happens to these guys. It's always good to have a backup just in case. You never know if something happens to one tank and you lose them all, you're kind of screwed if you don't have more. So always try to have backups. Let's see if I can spot any more. There's one right there. See her on the sponge. See if I can get her. She is. Nope. Zoom right past me. And I could use a bigger net at the end of the day, but I don't like scooping up a ton at once. What usually happens if I were to scoop up 10 at once, if one spits, the other one are usually going to eat the fry in the net before I can even pull them out. I think I found 2 so far, but I got one right here. I'm trying to get. Not having luck. Alright, I think. Oh, nope. I missed her. I had her. I think I got her. The camera keeps jerking around. I'm sorry for that. Just gotta bear with me. We're all good now. I think I got the one that was holding. Alright, I think that's just eggs. Yeah, looks like just eggs. Alright, while I'm catching the next female, I'll talk a little bit more about the species, what I know so far about them. They should max out around 5 inches or so. They seem pretty mild-tempered, passive until they're dominant, like that dude. Look at him, he is on fire right now. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful fish. That's why I've been wanting these for so long. There's really no other Mbuna like that right there. Deep black face, a little bit of purple mixed in, but mainly black. And then he's gonna get even more pale white than that when he's fully mature, but he's only 3 inches. He's still a baby. But these will do great with any mixed Mbuna Victorian tank. And then if you wanted to throw one in with peacocks and haps, like one this size, you just want to make sure your peacocks and haps are bigger. So if you got 4 to 5 inch peacocks, add one of these in that are 3 to 3.5, maybe even 4 inch. And then just keep your peacocks and haps outnumbering the Mbuna, and you'll be fine. But I do have extra males in here available. They are not on the website yet. I was going to get them a little bigger, but I can definitely sell some now. So if you're interested in one, you've been looking for one, I can sell them. Just reach out to me. It won't be the most dominant ones. Like I said, I'm keeping those for a breeder group, but I've got plenty of other ones that are going to take its place as soon as you pull them out, put them in a different tank. Now I am looking for that female I saw earlier, because I know I got one more, and I cannot find her. There she is, right there. This should be the last one. Hopefully she's ready. Alright, it's dark, so I'm thinking, let me see. It looks like Wiggler, so I'll check real quick. Yep. There we go. Alright, we got a nice batch so far. I think that was 5 females, maybe 6, I can't remember. But some of them only had like 2 or 3. This one looks like she had like 6 or so. But we'll do a quick count in a second. I'm just gonna make sure I got all of them, because I won't be going through these for at least another 2 weeks now, because I only got that one with eggs. So she needs at least 10 more days before they're ready, and none of the other ones are holding, so probably wait 2 weeks before I go through them again. They'll start breeding a lot better when I pull out extra males. I got a solid 10 males right now that need pulled out, but I ended up with 50. I should have 50-50 males and females. Alright, yeah, I think that is it, so the rest will go back in. Scoop them up real quick. And these guys are in a 75-gallon tank. I plan on breeding them in this size tank. You could probably breed them in a 40-gallon breeder, maybe even a different sized 40-gallon or 55, 65, something like that. I think they'd be fine. These are supposed to be a dwarf species, similar to a Solosi. They're a dwarf as well. But I would guess these get a little bigger than Solosi. So I'm guessing the males are going to max out around 5 inches or so. Kind of similar to the red top nubby. They get about 5 inches or so. But I think the females will stop about 4 inches, but it takes a while for the females to get full grown when they're breeding constantly. They're putting all their energy into breeding and not into growing. So I think that's about all I wanted to talk about in this video. These guys have been on fire lately, so I figured it's time to do a video on them. I think I'm going to do a video soon on my new Kobu group down there, Kobu Afra. First time I've ever had those. A breeder group of those, well, juvies to grow and make a group from. I've been selling males. From that group, I'm down to just, I think, 3 males now, so pretty much down to just the breeder group. And then I think maybe a dozen or 2 females. But yeah, that's about it. If you got any other questions about this species, or if you're looking for any of the extra males from this group, you can see I've got solid 4 males right now, colored nice. So I'd keep that one right there, and then that one, and then I've got that one, that one, that one, all with pretty good color that would be available. But they're just under 3 inches or so. But I charge like 40 bucks for that size, so not too bad for a species like this that are very hard to find, in my opinion. So just reach out to me if you want them. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try to do more videos like this more often. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.